Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Basic Breakdown. I'm here with resident supplement specialist boss Josh.
Hello.
What's happening, Bosh?
Not much, man.
We are about to go basic breakdown balls deep in I was going to say yet to be released, Bosh, but actually at the timing of, at the time of filming this episode of Basic Breakdown, has been released in the US, is currently on its way to us here in Australia, and that is of course the highly anticipated Core Nutritionals Fury X.
You do insert picture.
Insert picture now. That's probably. I've actually grabbed the bottom of the Fury X. So we are going to go balls deep, basic breakdown style in the nutritional ingredients panel and talk you guys through it. Bosh, you got a panel handy there? Most definitely do. Dilla, pop a panel up on screen and let's get into it, my man.
All right. So, would you like to do the 2 scoop serving or the 1 scoop?
I think
serving?
we have to go the 2 scoops.
Yeah.
I think we have to go.
Be realistic.
Most people are dropping 2 scoops of the Fury X.
Yeah.
So let's go straight to the 2 scoops.
All right. So in the container of Core Fury X, you have 20 full 2 scoop serves or 40 single scoops.
Yeah.
A scoop is 25.5 grams.
That's a big fucking scoop.
That's a
straight from the top.
That's a small protein scoop.
That's an isolate protein scoop, really.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking scoop, man.
All right, so going on 2 scoops.
Yep.
2 scoops. We have vitamin C as ascorbic acid, 250 milligrams.
Okay.
Which according to them is giving 417% your daily recommended intake.
I don't like the RDI numbers because really, I mean, vitamin C, I mean, most subs that are using like an efficacious dose of Vit C are like 400. Yeah. 400 mg. So I would actually say the vitamin C in here is a little under.
It's on the low side.
It is on the low side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next we have calcium.
Yep.
And that's rocking 135 milligrams.
And that's an interesting one. I was looking at that before. Is that part of another active or is that actually in there as calcium?
I would have to assume it is part of another active. I personally don't know myself. But
I would say so because I don't think that there's really a reason to put calcium in a pre-workout. So
exactly. All right, now we get to the fun stuff. Yep. So first ingredient, L-citrulline.
For the pumps.
6,000 milligrams.
Big dose.
Overdose.
L-citrulline, like the max you need is 4.
Yeah.
4,000 milligrams.
Not that more is bad.
No, more is always better. More is always better.
But I mean, that's more like a citrulline malate sort of dose, really.
Yeah, so that's a big dose of citrulline.
Yeah. Next, as per all Core nutritional pre-workouts, creatine monohydrate.
Yep.
5,000 milligrams.
So clinical dose of creatine mono. Core they've always put creatine monohydrate in their pre-workout.
Fury from even V1 Fury.
Yeah.
All the way through to now.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the creatine is in there as a precursor to adenosine triphosphate, ATP, which is going to help with muscle power during your workouts.
Absolutely. Yeah. Then we have Hydromax, so the registered trademark Hydromax, which is going to yield 65% glycerol.
Yep.
That is in a whopping 4,000 milligrams.
Big dose of Hydromax.
Probably almost
the biggest ever in a pre.
Yeah, in a pre, probably the biggest. In a pump formula, the second. Yeah. In a pre standalone, probably the biggest dose we've seen.
Massive dose. And obviously glycerol, Hydromax glycerol yields 65% glycerol, which is the active part of the Hydromax. In fact, that might even be where the calcium comes from. I'm not 100% sure.
Could be, actually. That's a good point.
But the glycerol, of course, is a hyperhydrating ingredient that's going to really drive a lot of water into muscle cells and hyperhydrate muscle cells, which is going to help with muscle volume. And I guess a side effect of that is, the perception of increased muscle pump as well. Oh, yeah. Even though it doesn't technically induce muscle pump.
It's a side effect.
It kind of, it's like a muscle volumizing type ingredient. Yeah, but a big dose of glycerol. I like this pump matrix so far.
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah.
It gets even better though.
Does it?
Yeah,
Hit me.
Okay, this is a cool one. So we have betaine nitrate in the as the NO3T registered version of betaine nitrate.
Very nice.
3,000 milligrams.
Okay, so break this down for me. How much betaine are we getting, and how much nitrate are we getting?
So, quick math now.
Yep.
1 gram of betaine nitrate.
Yep.
Yields 654 betaine milligrams. 654 milligrams.
Okay.
And then 346 milligrams nitrate.
Okay. So we're getting like almost 2 grams of betaine?
Almost 2 grams of betaine.
So almost, because like a full clinical dose of betaine is like 2.5, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So just under a full dose of betaine. Betaine, of course, once again, betaine is actually a precursor to creatine. So almost negates the need for creatine monohydrate in this Fury X.
A lot of power in this pre-workout.
Yeah, but betaine, primarily the effect of betaine is going to be increased muscle power. As being a precursor to creatine, which is a precursor to adenosine triphosphate, which is what our muscles use for energy in the phosphate energy system when we lift on that light weight like bags of feathers, baby. And then nitrates.
Nitrates,
yep.
yeah.
So give me the math again. Yeah, how much nitrate we getting?
We're getting pretty much just over a gram. Actually, probably over a gram.
Over a gram of nitrate in the 3,000 of the betaine nitrate put together. So that's a pretty damn good dose of nitrate as well.
It's a very good dose.
All right, there's got to be like some focus and stimulants in there, right?
We're finally getting there.
Let's go.
So starting to get into that, L-tyrosine.
Okay.
And we're looking at 2,000 milligrams.
Nice.
Good dose of L-tyrosine.
Big. Once again, big dose of L-tyrosine.
Just everything here is big dosages so far.
L-tyrosine, of course, a nootropic amino acid, going to help with that there mental focus. Primarily.
Yeah, that's pretty much why it's in there, after that, we have choline DL bitartrate.
Okay,
and that's going to be rocking 1,000 milligrams.
Okay.
So it's an alright dose.
So it's not a bad dose. I prefer other forms of choline, to be honest, with my personal experience, a little bit more bioavailable. But there's nothing wrong with choline bitartrate. Little bit, once again, on, I guess, the lower end of the dosing spectrum, but does work synergistically with tyrosine. So you do have a bit of synergism.
There's a reason for it being in there.
That's it.
At the same time, though, there's no reason why we couldn't use a different form of choline.
Of course. Yeah. All right, move on.
Now, okay, of course, stock standard, caffeine anhydrous.
Yep.
350 milligrams in the 2 scoop serve.
Too much sauce for me. 350 is just pushing a bit too far for me.
Yeah, it depends. It definitely depends on how.
In the anhydrous form, I'm saying. If it's different forms of caffeine, I can push.
Totaling
but
more,
the anhydrous 300 is like my top limit. All right, what's the caffeine combined with? Caffeine, of course, a central nervous system stimulant. I don't think we need to say that. Viewers well aware.
And then we get to the 2 last ingredients, the fun stuff.
Yep.
We have dynamine, so you trademark dynamine as your here we go, hang on. Methylliberin.
Yep.
And so that is a dose of 250 milligrams.
Woo!
Yielding 40% of the actual active out of the 250 milligrams.
Yeah. Big dose of dynamine though.
Very large dose.
No matter how you twist it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's combined with?
Combined with teacrine.
Yep.
AKA theacrine.
Yep.
As a registered version, teacrine.
Yep.
And that's yielding 125 milligrams, once again yielding 40%.
Yielding 125, or there's 125
125 milligrams dose.
Okay.
Yielding 40%.
All right. Now I'm gonna kind of handball over to you here, because teacrine and dynamine, both registered trademark stimulants from a company called Compound Solutions, who are doing some good things with ingredients in the supplement industry at this point in time, and there is a relationship between teacrine, dynamine, and caffeine, and how they kind of work all synergistically together.
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Okay, so, if we sort of, do we get the graph up? Is that going to be the easiest way to do it, or do we make our own graph? Do I make a graph with my hands?
Do your own graph.
Do my own graph?
Yeah,
all right,
graph
so
that shit.
If we have a graph here, and we're talking about, I guess, going up the side here, we're talking about the effects. So energy, mental focus, mental drive, all things like that. And over the bottom here, we have time. So if we just sort of do a stock standing...
I suspect there's probably a graph on screen at the moment. I think that's probably happened.
He was probably going, what
the fuck is going on here? Let's just graph this shit.
Graphs up, guys. All right, so caffeine goes up initially. We have a caffeine, so it goes up pretty much straight through the middle, comes up, probably lasts about, 1 to 2 hours.
That's the usual perception.
And then sort of starts to taper off back down like that.
And that's caffeine anhydrous, right?
Caffeine anhydrous, so you're straight caffeine anhydrous. If we look at dynamine, so dynamine, if caffeine's go up like this, dynamine comes up a lot quicker, so you're getting a lot faster onset of those effects of increased energy, increased mental focus, mental drive, things like that. But with that also comes, it does taper off a lot quicker. So you're looking at more like onset of like 15 to 30 minutes, and sort of tapers off after about an hour, just after an hour, so before caffeine tapers off.
Yeah.
Then you go into teacrine. Teacrine, obviously, if you've got these two going like this, teacrine comes along at a lot smaller angle, so a lot lower angle initially start off, but it lasts for a lot longer. We're talking like, I mean, I think most papers and just facts out there state about like 2 hours for teacrine to fully kick in, or for it to fully sort of reach its absolute peak energy. And then obviously tapers off between like 3 to 4 hours.
So we've got this kind of staggered stimulant release matrix going on, if I'm not mistaken, with the dynamine hitting, then the caffeine hitting, and then the teacrine hitting.
Teacrine keeps it going. So like you've got this overall initial straight up, and then just keeps on going the whole way through.
I'm excited to try just that part of the Core Fury X.
Let alone
just to see how that feels.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's everything's in it. It's got your flavors and sweeteners. Core don't use colors, of course, but some flavors, sweeteners in there, and that's active ingredients. I got to say, man, on paper, from a pre-workout perspective, if you think about the effects that you're trying to get from a pre-workout, for most people, there's 5 main effects. There's energy, obviously, which we've just discussed. You got that staggered release, which I'm personally really excited to try. You've got muscle pumps, which, I mean, fuck.
They're on point. Well,
we spent the first 5 minutes of this video talking about the muscle pump matrix, so I think that the pumps are going to be ridiculous. You got the mental focus, which with the combination of the massive dose of tyrosine and then the choline in there, plus, you also do get some nootropic effects from those stimulants as well.
Absolutely.
So I think the mental focus is going to be quite interesting as well. Muscle power. I mean, the combination of the full clinical dose of creatine monohydrate, even though I'm not that big a fan, can't deny the facts.
Studies are out there.
All the studies and the anecdote, combined with that massive dose of betaine from the betaine nitrate.
Just shy of clinical, but a massive dose regardless.
You're going to be strong as fuck with that. Then really, the last effect is muscular endurance, which really is probably the only thing that this Fury X falls down on.
That's it.
If I'm correct, there's no beta-alanine, there's no taurine, there's no creatine phosphate. There's
if you're
really
talking
nothing in there, right?
Yeah, if you're talking about buffering the buildup of lactic acid, absolutely. I mean, obviously you can argue that nitric oxide ingredients help with endurance, with the increased blood flow, but as a sort of what we've come to learn and understand as ingredients and I guess benefits or just sort of bases for muscular endurance, that's the only thing that's lacking.
It really is the only place it falls down.
But of course you go, then you've got your core ABC. And that's where they try to make up for it.
Of course. Core gonna go trying to push the fucking stack.
That's it.
Stack it with Core ABC, and it's no problem. We got plenty of beta-alanine going on. Anyway, I'm excited to try this Fury X. It should be dropping like in the next couple of days. From when we're shooting. Probably by the time you guys see this video, it's probably dropped already.
That's true. Actually.
But I'm excited to train on it, and once we train on it a few times, go a little bit more balls deep in a full raw review for you guys.
Absolutely, man. I'm keen.
Boss Josh, thank you very much. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Nah.
Before I tell the viewers to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn your post notifications on, both on your mobile, your cell phone, and your desktop PC, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. That is basic breakdown. Let's go with basic. That is basic breakdown. Until next time, where we coming to and from Bosch.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive. Thank you for tuning into this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.